Okay. Uh, Good morning to Ananda. Today we are discussing about the algorithm for the algorithm for all pair shortest path. So first, the any graph is represented by cost adjacent matrix, cost adjacent matrix with vertices, with n vertices. A of I comma j is the cost of the shortest path from I to j. It is we are representing array. Is the graph is represented by array. It is A of I comma j. It represents shortest path from I to j. So initially cost of I comma I equal to 0. It is suppose the cost of I comma is I comma I equal to 0. I lies between 1 to n. First we are representing first we are representing cost adjacent matrix by the given graph. For I equal to 1 to n, for j equal to 1 to n, A of I comma j equal to cost of I comma j. That is, first we are representing the cost of the matrix. That is the cost matrix. That is the cost matrix is assigned to A. That is initial matrix. That is the initially the cost matrix. That is the cost matrix means suppose here the graph the cost matrix. That is the cost matrix is 1 to 1 0, 1 to 2 4, next 1 to 3 11, next to 2 to 1 2 to 1 6, 2 to 2 0, 2 to 3 2, next to 3 to 1 3 to 1. Suppose there exists a path from 3 to 1, it is cost is 3. Next to 3 to 2, there is no path from 3 to 2. That is there is no path from 3 to 2. Suppose the edge is not present in the graph. It is the edge is not present in the graph. It is represented by infinity. Next 3 to 3 is 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3 is represented by diagonally 0 0 0. So cost matrix, that is the cost matrix is assigned to A. This the cost matrix is copied to A matrix. That is A matrix A of I comma j. That is the A of I comma j is first matrix. That is A power 0. That is cost matrix. That is the cost matrix is represented by A power 0. A power 0 at equal to 0 4 11 6 2 6 0 2 3 8 3 infinity 0. Next, for k equal to 1, for I equal to 1 to n, j equal to 1 of k equal to 1 means that is the outer for loop k represents. Suppose the intermediate matrix, if, suppose to find the shortest path from I to j, if intermediate vertex is 1, first we are executing for k equal to 1. The two for loops is executed for I equal to 1, I equal to 1 to 3, j equal to 1 to 3 means suppose the intermediate vertex is 1. So you are finding the shortest path from I to 1 and 1 to j. So you are calculating A power 1. That is A power 1 means you are finding the shortest path from I to j. I to j means 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 1, 3 to 3. That is the all the paths with the intermediate vertex is 1. Suppose there is no intermediate vertex, you are finding direct path. That is suppose there is no path by using intermediate vertex 1, you are directly finding cost. That is so for k equal to 1, first you are execute the I equal to 1 to 3, j equal to 1 to 3, k equal to 1, you are calculating A power 1. Next one, k equal to 2. What is k equal to 2 means suppose the intermediate vertex is 2. Means we are finding the shortest path from I to j through second vertex. That is second vertex. That is so you are finding the shortest path from I to 2, 2 to j. I to 2, 2 to j. Next one. Next k equal to 3. That is k equal to 3 means you are finding the shortest path from I to j through intermediate vertex 3. So you are finding the shortest path through intermediate vertex 3. So totally you are calculating 3 matrices for A power 1. For k equal to 1, we are calculating A power 1. K equal to 2, we are calculating A square. Next one, k equal to 3, you are calculating A cube. That is A power 1, A square and A3. So first we are calculating A power 1. That is the A power 1. That is k equal to 1. For I equal to 1 to n, j equal to 1 to 3. For A power I comma j equal to minimum of A comma j. That is A comma j comma a power I comma k plus a power k comma j. So first k equal to 1. For k equal to 1, I equal to 1. First for I equal to 1, the inner for loop is executed 3 times and exit for 4th time. So for I equal to 1, the inner for loop is executed 3 times. Next for I equal to 2, the inner for loop is executed 3 times and statement executed 3 times. Next for I equal to 3, the inner for loop is executed 3 times. It is represented in screen. This for I equal to 1, the j for loop is executed 3 times. Next one for I equal to 3, the j for loop is executed 3 times and statement is executed. Next one for I equal to 3, the here j equal to 1, j equal to 2, j equal to 3 were not mentioned here. For j equal to 1, j equal to 3. For I equal to 3, the statement is executed 3 times. For j equal to 1, j equal to 2, j equal to 3. So totally you are calculating 9 times. That is the statement is executed. That is the statement a of I comma j is executed 9 times because the matrix is represented by 9 values. That is 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 3 to 1, 3 to 2, 3 to 3. So first one for I equal to 1, what is for I equal to 1, for j equal to 1, a of 1 comma 1 equal to a of 1 comma equal to minimum of a of 1 1 comma a of 1 comma 1 plus a of 1 comma 1. So totally 0 comma 0 plus 0 comma 0. So minimum value is 0. So there is no change between previous matrix and same matrix. Next, a of 1 comma 2, that is a of 1 comma 2 means the minimum of a of 1 comma 2 comma. Next one, a of 1 comma 2 plus a of 1 comma 2, that is a of 1 comma 2 comma a of 1 comma, sorry, a of 1 comma 1 plus a of 1 comma 2. Here we are mentioned 1 1 1 means if the intermediate vertex is only 1, it is k equal to 1 means we are finding the shortest path. Here intermediate vertex is 1. A of 1 1 comma plus a of 1 2. So 4 comma 0 plus 4. And here minimum of a of 1 comma 3 plus a of 1 comma 1 plus 1 comma 3, 11 plus 0. So in previous matrix we have 1 comma 1, that is 1 comma 1 equal to 0, 1 comma 2 equal to 4, 1 comma 3 equal to 11, that is the same values is used in the calculation. So 4 comma 0 plus 4, 4, 11 comma 0 plus 4, 11. So totally we are calculating first three values, that is 0, 4, 11. Next, I equal to 2. For I equal to 2, same executed, j for loop is executed 3 times. We are calculating for I equal to 2, j equal to calculate 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. That is 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. First for 2, 1, first we are calculating 2, 1, minimum of 2, 1, comma, a of 2, 1, comma, a of 1, 1. A of 2, 1, comma, plus a of 1, 1. So minimum of it is the minimum of 6, comma, 6 plus 0, 6. Next, a of 2 comma 2, minimum of a of 2 comma 2 is 0. A of 2 comma 1 plus 1 comma 2 is 6 plus 4. Which one is minimum? 0 plus 10? 0. 0 comma 10 means minimum value is 10. So a of 2 comma 2 is 0. Next to 2 comma 3. For I equal to 2, j equal to 3, that is a of 2 comma 3. A of 2 comma 3 that equal to minimum of a of 2 comma 3 comma a of 2 comma 1 1 comma 3. So the main concept is you are finding the shortest path to go through vertex 1. Here a of 1 comma 1 1 comma 1, a of 1 1 1 2, a of 1 1 1 3, 2 1 1 1, 2 1 2 1 2, 2 1 1 3 means we are finding the shortest path. That is we are finding the shortest path. We are finding the shortest path through intermediate vertex. That is intermediate vertex 1. You are finding the shortest path by using intermediate vertex 1. So you are calculating 2 1 2 2 2 3, that equal to 6 0 2. So you are mentioned 6 0 2. So there is no change for previous matrix and same matrix. Now we are calculating for I equal to 3. That is I equal to 3 means for I equal to 3, the inner for loop is executed j equal to 1, j equal to 2, j equal to 3. First for I equal to 1. For I equal to 1, we are calculating Sorry, for I equal to 3, j equal to 1, we are calculating 3, 1, j equal to 2, we are calculating 3, 2, j equal to 3, we are calculating 3, 3, minimum of a 3, 1 plus 3, 1, 1, 3 comma 3 plus 0. Next, minimum of 3, 2. There is no path from 3, 2, so it represented by infinity, a of 3 comma 1, 1 comma 2, that is 3 plus 4, 7. Next, minimum of 0, 3 comma 3 comma 3 comma 1 comma 1 comma 3 is 1 plus minimum is 0. So totally change 7. So in previous matrix, that is for previous matrix and next matrix, the difference is only infinity. That is, infinity means you are finding the shortest path, go through intermediate vertex 1. Means there is no path from directly from 3 to 2. There is no path directly from me. Suppose there is any path exists from through intermediate vertex 1, 3 to 1, 1 to 2, means 3 plus 4, 7. So you are calculating in 3 plus 4, 7. So 7. So it first matrix, that is a power 1, that is a power 1 represent, that is a power 1 represents the shortest path, that is the shortest path from I to j through intermediate vertex 1. Through intermediate vertex 1, not intermediate vertex 2, only you are calculating intermediate vertex 1. Next, a square. A square means you are finding the shortest path from I to j through intermediate vertex 2. Same for I equal to 1. It is for k equal to 2 means in original algorithm, it is k equal to. First, you are executing for k equal to 1. Next, you are executing for k equal to 2. So for k equal to 2, it is for k equal to 2. Again, for I equal to 1, j for loop is executed 3 times. That is, j for loop is executed 3 times. For I equal to 2, the j for loop is executed 3 times. For I equal to 3, the j for loop is executed 3 times. So we are calculating a square. That is, we are calculating a square. So we are finding the shortest path. That is, we are finding the shortest path through intermediate vertex. That is, intermediate vertex 2. So the difference between previous matrix, that is 0, 4, 11, and next one 602, 370. The difference is only 6. That is 1, 3 is difference. That is 1, 3 is difference means you are finding the shortest path from 1 to 3 through intermediate vertex 2. So by using intermediate vertex, that is path from 1 to 3. Finding the shortest path from 1 to 3 using intermediate vertex 2. Already you having direct path from 1 to 3, it is 11, but we are finding the shortest path, the intermediate vertex through second vertex. So 1 to 2, 2 to 3, that is equal to 6. That is, so change in here 6, that is here change 6. So how it is working means same k equal to 2, I equal to 1, that is I equal to 1 for j equal to 1, that is for j equal to 1 means a of 1 1, that is first we are calculating a of 1 1 for I equal to 1, j equal to 1. For I equal to 1, for j equal to, we are calculating a 1 2. Next for I equal to 1, for j equal to 3, we are calculating a 1 3. Okay, that equal to minimum of a of 1 1, that is a of 1 1. Hello. Okay, we are finding the shortest path from 1 1 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3 through intermediate vertex 2. through intermediate vertex 2. Suppose if there is any path from intermediate vertex, you are that the shortest path, you are directly consider the shortest path. Suppose there is no path from 1 to 1, just you are consider direct path. It is minimum of a of 1 1 0, a of 1 comma 2 2 comma 1 is 4 plus 10. Sorry, 4 plus 6 10. To minimum is 0. Next one, a of 1 comma 2, it is a of 1 comma 2. The minimum of a of 1 comma 2 comma a of 1 comma 2 plus a of 2 comma 2, that equal to 4 comma 4 plus is 4. Next, a square, that is a square means suppose there is a direct path from 1 to 3, that is 11, but there is another path from through intermediate vertex 2, that is a of 1 comma 2 plus a of 2 comma 3. That is there is a path from a of 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3, that is 4 plus 6. That is the shortest path. That is the shortest path is through intermediate vertex 2. So you are consider 11 comma 6, 6 is minimum. So you are consider the shortest path from 1 to 3. That is there is a path exists directly from 1 to 3, but there is another path, shortest path through intermediate vertex 2. So 4 plus 2, 6. 4 plus 2, 6. 11 comma 6, minimum value is 6. That is, we are finding the shortest path. Same, we are calculating A11, A12, A13. Is A square means find the shortest path. Because A square represent, that is, A square represent the shortest path through the intermediate vertex 2. Next, for I equal to 2, that is for I equal to 2, j equal to 1, j equal to 2, j equal to 3. Suppose first a equal to 2 comma 1, next to 2 comma 2, next to 2 comma 3. Suppose 2 comma 1, minimum of a of 2 comma 1 comma 2 comma 2 plus 2 comma 1, that is 0, 6 comma 0 plus 6, 6. Next to a square 2 comma 2, it is 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0. Next to 2 comma 3, 2 comma 0 plus 2, 2. So you are finding shortest path through intermediate vertex 2, it is same 6, 0, 2. Next, for I equal to 3, it is for I equal to 3, it is for I equal to 3, j equal to 1, j equal to 2, j equal to. So you are finding the shortest path, that is you are finding the shortest path from 3 to 1, 3 to 2, 3 to 3. It is, if suppose 3 to 1, directly there is a path from 3 to 1. There is another path from 3 to 2, 2 to 1, but the length is 13. So shortest path is 3, 1. So you are finding the shortest path. That is, you are finding the shortest path through intermediate vertex. Okay, you are finding the shortest path through intermediate vertex or direct vertex. Suppose if any path is exists through the intermediate vertex, you are consider that path. Otherwise, you are consider previous path. That is, previous path means directly 3, 1. Suppose here you are existing a path from 3 to 1 through intermediate vertex 2, but the length of the path is 13. Here direct path is 3, so you are consider only 3, because directly shortest path, that is we are consider shortest path, so we are consider 3. Next, 3 to 2, 3 to 2 is minimum of 3 to 2 plus 3 to 2 plus a of 2 comma 2 is 7 comma 7 plus 3, 7. Next one, a square, a square 3 comma 3, 0, 7 plus 3. Suppose 3 comma 3, there is a path exists from 3 to 3 through intermediate vertex 2, but it's not minimum, it is 9, 0 comma 9, 0. So your matrix, that is the matrix is a square, that is a square equal to, that is a square means where the shortest path through intermediate vertex to 2 is represent a square. For calculation of a square, we are using a power 1. That is for calculation of a power 1. For calculation of a power 1, we are using the values of a power 0. So next, for calculation of a cube, that is a cube means for k equal to 3, that is for k equal to 3. For calculation of a cube, we are using values of a square. So by recursively, we are calculating, it is we are finding the shortest path recursively. Recursively, you are finding the shortest path for k equal to 3. First, for I equal to 1, j equal to 1, j equal to 2, j equal to 3. So first we are calculating a power 1 1, a power 1 2, a power 1 3. For I equal to 1, for j equal to 1, we are calculating a 1 1. For j equal to I equal to 1, j equal to calculate a 1 2. For I equal to 1, for I equal to 3, we are calculating 1 3. So totally we are calculating 3 values. That is shortest path through intermediate vertex 3. So we are finding another path, another matrix, that is we are finding the shortest path through intermediate vertex 3. Next, same here, we are finding the shortest path, but they here 2 1 2 2 2 3. But in 2 1, that is 2 1, there is a direct path from 2 1. There is 6. But there is another path from 2 to 1, 2 to 1 through intermediate vertex 3, 2 to 3, 3 to 1 is 5. So here we are considering the minimum shortest path 5. So the difference between the previous one is only 2 1 value, it is 5. Next 0 2. Okay, 5 0 2. Next for I equal to 3, for j equal to 1 to 3, here 2, here 3 3. Next we are calculating 3 7 0. So totally 3 values, that is 3 7 0. A cube, that is A cube means find the shortest path from I to j through intermediate vertex 3. Suppose there is a direct path, shortest path, you are considered direct shortest path. There is another path through the intermediate vertex. There is another path through the intermediate vertex. We are considered that path to intermediate vertex. That is the all pair shortest path. That is we are finding the shortest path through intermediate vertex k. That is k is either first vertex or second vertex or third vertex. So what is the time complexity? It is time complexity of all pair shortest path. Here we are using 3 for loops. So you are using 3 for loops. The shortest path, you are using 3 for loops. The time complexity is big O of n cube. So the time complexity of all pair shortest path, that is the time complexity of all pair shortest path is n cube, because you are using 3 for loops, that is n into n plus n outer for loop is executed by n times, that is n plus 1 times. The inner for loop is executed by n into n plus 1 times. Next one, inner for loop is executed, that is the inner for loop is executed by n square into n plus 1. So the time complexity is the time complexity is n cube, it is big O of n cube. So it is all pair shortest path. We are finding totally. Suppose the graph has 3 vertices. We are calculating 3 matrices. Suppose the graph has 5 matrices. That is, suppose the graph has 5 matrices. We are calculating 5 matrices. That is a power 1, a square, a cube, a power 4, a power 5. But the calculation, that is the calculation of the matrices by recursively. Is the calculation of the matrices recursively means for calculation of a power 1 you are using a power 0 original cost matrix. For a square you are using a power 1. For a cube you are using a power 2 a square. Next for calculation of a power 4 you are using a cube. And next for calculation of a power 4 we are using a cube. For calculation of a power 5 or calculation you are using a power 4. So it is the all pair shortest path by using dynamic programming. Okay, in all stages we are using principles of optimality. So next problem, it is the next problem in dynamic programming is knapsack problem. Already we are studying knapsack problem in greedy method, but here the knapsack problem is 0 by 1 knapsack problem. It is in 0 by 1 knapsack problem. It is in 0 by 1 knapsack problem. 0 by 1 knapsack problem. Suppose there are n objects, that is there are n objects x1 x2 x3 xn, that is x1 x2 x3 xn. Each object has weight w1 w2 w3. Suppose the object is each object has profit p1 p2 p3 p1 respectively. The knapsack, it is the knapsack has capacity y, that is the knapsack has capacity y. If the object is I is placed of weight w of I is placed in a knapsack, profit is p of I. The objective is fill the knapsack, that is knapsack means bag, and by fill total profit is a maximum. So sum of the profits, that is the maximize the profit, and the sum of the weights of the objects in the bag is equal less than or equal to capacity of the knapsack y. Suppose the object is placed in the bag, that is the object is placed in the bag is 0. The object is not placed in the bag, that is 1. But in greedy method, that is in greedy method, the difference between knapsack problem in greedy method and dynamic programming is, in greedy method, the portion of the object can be placed in the knapsack, that is partition. In 0 by 1 knapsack problem, the full object is placed in the knapsack, that is the portion of the object is cannot be placed in knapsack. The difference between it is, the difference between greedy method and knapsack problem is, in greedy method, the portion means, suppose the object A has 5 kgs, the portion means suppose 2 kgs and 3 kgs can be placed in knapsack. But in dynamic programming, that is in dynamic programming, you must place the total object or not. If the object is placed, it represented by x1 equal to 1. If object is not placed in the bag, it is represented by 0. So we are finding the solution, that is we are finding the solution. Which object is placed in an object, we must get the total maximum profit, that is which objects are placed in the knapsack. The capacity of the knapsack is 9. That is the capacity of the knapsack is 9 kgs. The weight of each object, that is the weight of each object is 5, 3, 6, 1 kgs. Which object is placed in the knapsack, so you get the maximum profit, that is the profit is 30 rupees, 50 rupees, 10 rupees and 80 rupees. Which objects is placed in the knapsack, you can get the maximum profit. That is your problem is which objects, that is the total object can be placed in the knapsack. So by tabular method, it is not a dynamic programming, it is in by trial and error method, it is the trial and error method, you are placed different objects, it is you are placing the different objects. A, suppose the object A is placed in the knapsack, profit is 30, it is maximum profit, and total weight is less than 9. Next to B, suppose B object is placed in the knapsack, profit is 50, it is not maximum profit. So only C object is placed in the knapsack, that is C object is weight is 6 kgs, profit is 10. So profit is 10, total profit is 10, it is a maximum, not maximum profit. Suppose the D object is placed in the knapsack, weight cost is 80, cost is 80, and weight cost means profit is 80, it has only 1 kgs, the total capacity of the bag is 9. Suppose if first object and second object is placed in the knapsack, that is profit is 80, total weight of the object is 8. Is suppose the first object and third object is placed in knapsack, it is not possible because the total weight of first object and third object, that is A object and C object is 11, but the capacity of the knapsack is only 9. So it is not possible. So the first object, fourth object is placed in the knapsack. So here ABCD means the subsets, that is the subset of ABCDs, that is we are calculating subset of ABCDs. The subset of ABCDs, suppose BC is placed in the knapsack, profit is 60. Suppose ABC placed in the knapsack, that is it is not possible. Suppose ABD is placed in the knapsack, it is total weight is 9, total profit is 160. So suppose you are placing first object and second object and fourth object in the knapsack, the sum of the weights of the objects is 9, total capacity object is 9, you must earn the maximum profit, that is the maximum profit is 160. So it is not a dynamic programming solution, it is a trial and error solution or tabular form solution. So the same problem is solved by using dynamic programming, that is the 0-1 knapsack problem is solved in dynamic programming. Tomorrow we are discussing about the 0-1 knapsack problem is solved by using dynamic programming. This solution is represents only tabular form. The tabular form is not a dynamic program, it is a trial and error method. In trial and error method, we are get the answer, it is the maximum profit is 160 and total weight, sum of the weights of the dogs is less than or equal to 9. So tomorrow we'll discuss about how the knapsack problem is solved by using dynamic programming. Okay, thank you.